Day. It's going to be up in the 70s by the time we get out of here today, which is nice. Um, hey, that's right. We had a little weirdness yesterday. We ran out of some parts, so we went home at 4 hours. So it was kind of nice to have a short day, after, I got a day out early. You do need a break from stuff, especially when they're keeping you, 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. You got to get away from it every now and then. And, oh, but I created. I get ready for this. It was simpler to create another account so I can see X on my desktop than it was to just try to get the old one to log back in. I'm not kidding. It kind of pisses me off because, well, now you have to add your phone number or we're going to limit the amount of actions you get. And I'm like, and they were trying this, get ready for this. On my old account, I had two-step verification with my phone number. And it still gave me this crap. It's like, you can't retweet more than so many things in a day unless you had your phone number. And I'm like, I already did. I swear, X may be a technical Elon Musk may be a technical genius and all that. He can make rockets that take off and land and blah blah blah. But whoever's doing his IT work is just a total moron. Oh, so it was easier just to go, like I said, because I was trying to get back in my desktop because all it was is when I run the one cleaner program, it removes all the cookies from your system, and therefore you got to log back into a lot of things when you get back online after. And sure enough, I can't log back into X from my desktop. It's logged in on my tablet, it's logged in on my phone, but you can't log in on your desktop because that's a suspicious a suspicious login. So I just created another account. It was easier to create another account to monitor my, X stuff from my desktop than it was to, keep fighting with it day after day. Then they wonder why there's so many accounts on there. It's like, yeah, people are probably creating second accounts just to get back onto their system after your system throws them out for no reason. But I've been looking at some of the clips, that means. I've been trying to get to that part. For what's coming up in Series 2, and yes, I am a little worried. The one sequence, which I believe they said is from Lux, is almost exactly identical to the scene where Millie Gibson gets all dressed up and all that in Devil's Cord. I'm not kidding. Motion for motion. And I'm sitting here going, are we just going to repeat shit over and over again now? That worries me. That a little bit does worry me. That and cartoon villains worry me. But what can you do? I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to start screaming about how bad it is. I'm not going to start banging my head against the wall going, you can't watch it because it's woke. I'm still going to watch it and see what I think of it. Get my own opinion before I start going nuts and declaring the whole thing is a disaster. I'm not cutting my hair. Only got a few left. And I'm cherishing a man. But what can you do? So yeah, I finally got an account on X for my desktop just so I can, monitor that, stuff going on from my desktop. My regular account is still my regular account as far as my phone and my tablet go. So interesting developments. They've been popping out these little mini, bits here and there for the various episodes, and like I said, so far it's looking all right to me. Other than the fact that you've got that clip with Verada See-Through that's damn near identical to the one where Millie Gibson is in Devil's Court. I'm like, please do not tell me that RTD has burned out that much that he's just going to repeat shit. But okay, there is a leak online again. The problem is this. Okay, speaking of accounts, before we get into this alleged leak, somebody is now on Facebook pretending to be Walt Goggins. Guys, Walt Goggins, if he had a Facebook account, would have a verification check on it. So now you got somebody pulling stuff off Walt Goggins, I think Instagram and some other things, claiming they're Walt Goggins. Guys, if Walt Goggins was on Facebook, no, it's 99% likely this is a fake account. The leak is from Reddit. Okay, here's the problem. As much as I'd like to jump up and down for joy, also someone's claiming to be David Tennant. There was a guy on there claiming to be Matt Smith till he got busted, and all they do is, when they get busted, they turn it into Matt Smith fans. There was a guy pretending to be Matt Smith. This happened years ago, way back when somebody was pretending to be Billy Piper. And then somebody caught wind of it, and they shut that shit down fast. Here's the thing. I would love to jump up and down for joy and say, yeah, victory, victory, victory. Yeah, we got Susan back. But the problem is I don't trust Reddit or 4chan. You have to be very careful, because if something sounds too good to be true, chances are it's not. And that's why I don't want to get my hopes up, because look at how many opportunities they've had in the last 20 years to have Susan on the show. Capaldi wanted to have Carol Ann Ford back as Susan on the show. And then they said, no. Well, the thing is, I'm really hoping that RTD hasn't burned out to the point that he's going to pull the infamous, switcho change-o. I'm going to slip in, a classic character is now a female to try to throw the fans off, because Moffat already did that with Missy. But it's kind of obvious when you've watched The Master for so many years, the mannerisms and all that. I don't think it's The Master. I'm not sure if it would be the meddling monk, and I'm really hoping it's not. Yeah, and like I said, there's got to be something weird going on there, because, if Chibnall didn't get her back on. He did want Tom Baker in on Power of the Doctor and all that, but Tom Baker was unavailable and so politely declined. So they did want him in with the other classic Doctors. I wish they could have done it, but I was very happy with what we did get. Yeah, because I didn't want Tech Tayun back. I said, look, it's a great legend, it's a good character, but come on, let's not start dragging this character around everywhere. But also the Ronnie, you got to remember, the Ronnie only appeared, I think, twice in the classic era, and that was, wait me a minute, Time in the Ronnie, and I think Mark of the Ronnie. So I'm not sure if they're going to give the Ronnie any real serious thought. That's the thing. Well, the thing is, they already butchered Ruby's storyline to the point it makes me want to gag. I'm not kidding. The whole, nope, Mom was just regular. Mom just turns around and points to people in the street and says, I want you to name the kid I just dumped at the church that. Be funny if she accidentally pointed at the McDonald's. So you want your young girl child to be McDonald's Road? McDonald's sandwich, No, McDonald's Sunday, yeah. It could be that, Jack. I'm not going to lie. It could be an ownership thing. Like word is K9 might be popping up again, but like I said, it's the thing is those but they get K9's been popping back up forever. But no, okay, they wanted K9 I think in one of the episodes way back, but the problem is that particular character is owned by people, and one of them I know sadly passed away. Um, which is why when they brought the K9 series out, I think it was the Australian one. I want to say it was the Australian one. It was that recent one. They couldn't mention Time Lords. They couldn't mention anything regarding Doctor Who. Because even though they own the rights to the character, they don't own anything regarding Doctor Who otherwise. Well, the thing is, as much as I'd like to see the Ronnie do pop up, the thing is, it's not a big priority for me. Yeah, to give you a hint on how bad the Ronnie had it, when Kate O'Mara showed up to the big event in Excel, they basically no one contacted her back during the 50th. No, nobody wants the clitoris-headed vervoids back. Besides, they got wiped out. That's why they're holding the doctor out for genocide. Back in Trial of a Time Lord is one of the charges. Oh, well, what can you do? It's so yeah. I'm kind of worried about that one scene being the exact same as the one at the beginning of Devil's Cord. It and you're in trouble when fans who are hardcore fans of the new series are even going. I saw yeah, they even put them side by side and ran them in one post, and I'm like, talking spiders, yeah, the 8 legs. I don't know. I'm really wishing they would have dumped this whole fairy tale angle though. The one, yeah, the spider you saw, the guy owns a shop that lives on the back of the spider. That was in the synopsis, so I can't say I spoiled it. I'm like, oh God, no. But like I said, I'm gonna watch the episodes. Before I go crazy. It's not like with Star Trek where I sat there and I knew exactly what was going to happen before it even aired. Starship Dysentery. Oh, okay, so you're setting in that era, which means Pike's going to show up, the Enterprise is going to show up, you're going to start taking advantage of everything that was in the original series. Sure enough, Mirror Mirror, Talos 4 from the Menagerie. It was the barber shop, yeah. I was like, okay. Well, like I said, I don't want to count the old Rusty out yet, but that did kind of disturb me that when you play those two scenes side by side, and you'll see this on X. I've seen that's where I saw it, I believe. They're basically exactly the same. And don't forget, because they had Shooty do an intro in front of a backdrop, the set's been destroyed, the show's been canceled. I love all the meaningless speculation out there. It's one of the things I didn't miss about X. I do scan it on my phone every now, and I'll scan it on the tablet when I'm on the crapper. but then I would check it out on my desktop because I got a 32-inch screen on my desktop. And it ain't got better. Oh, well. Well, it's been about 15 minutes, folk. I'm going to start walking my way in there. I got to get the umbrella out this morning. So take care, everyone. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Unless I hear differently, we will be back here on Saturday, which means tomorrow. Unless there's another part shortage, I do not know. Because that was kind of weird yesterday, because that hasn't happened like in a million years, it feels like, that we've ran out of something they couldn't replace right away. So, till then, take care, everyone. We'll catch you all tomorrow.